Dear students, you already have learned that there are 4 basic competencies in language: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Now, just as these competencies can be arranged in an order of importance based on how much time you spend using each competency, these competencies also need to be developed in a particular order for you to become an effective communicator. Go back to the day you were born. Not all of you may remember, but some of you may know based on what your family members have told you. What was the first thing you said? Or to be more specific, what was the first sensible word you uttered? Remember how you did it? Having the ability to hear, you started receiving sounds from the environment and slowly started recognizing the repetition of those sounds. Now, as you recognize those sounds, you started keeping them in your memory. And then slowly you tried to reproduce the same sounds. And so, by adding the power of recognition, memory, and repetition to hearing, you began to develop the competency in listening. Out of L, S, R, and W, listening is the most important of all. And today we will be learning about hearing as well as listening, and will also understand the different steps in the process of listening. Listening is the most frequent, perhaps the most important type of on-the-job communication. In fact, most managers agree that active listening is the most crucial skill for becoming a successful manager. Apart from the obvious benefits, good listening helps employees to update and revise their collection of facts, skills, and attitudes, and in addition, enhance their speaking skills. Here are some of the ways managers and engineers can benefit from listening well. Listening might solve the problem for the other person. Listening also helps solve problems and resolve disagreements. Listening leads to better work and cooperation from others. Listening helps managers and engineers make better decisions. Listening can help individuals do a better job. Listening can prevent trouble. Listening provides time to think. A major strategy adopted is to remove listening blocks caused by your feelings about the speaker or the subject matter by becoming as neutral as possible when listening. Since you now know that listening is different from hearing, let us look at the 6 steps in the listening process. Sound waves stimulate the sensory receptors of the ear. It is a physical response. Perception of these sound waves is nothing but hearing. You may hear to listen, but you need not listen to hear. Brain screens stimuli and permits only a select few to come into focus. Such selective perception is known as attention. It is an important requirement for effective listening. Strong stimuli like bright lights, sudden noise are attention getters. To understand symbols we have seen and heard, we must analyze the meaning of the stimuli we have perceived. The meanings attached to these symbols are a function of our past associations and of the context in which the symbols occur. This is an important stage in the listening process because it means that an individual has not only received and interpreted a message but has also added it to the mind's storage bank. Evaluating is a stage in which active listeners participate. It is at this point that the active listener weighs evidence, sorts facts from opinion, and determines the presence or absence of bias or prejudice in a message. The effective listener should make sure that he or she doesn't begin this activity too soon before a message is completed, or else will no longer hear or attend to the incoming message. As a result, the listening process ceases. Responding is the stage that requires that the receiver complete the process through verbal or non-verbal feedback because the speaker has no other way to determine if a message has been received. This stage becomes the only overt means by which the sender may determine the degree of success in transmitting the message. The 6-component Harrier listening model serves as a framework for building listening skills. The letters in Harrier represent 6 interrelated listening processes: hearing, understanding, remembering, interpreting, evaluating, and responding. As you have seen, hearing and listening are very different from each other. So let us check out the differences between the two. Hearing is merely the ability of the ear to sense sounds around oneself. Listening is more of a conscious effort to interpret the sounds, requiring concentration of mind. Hearing is nothing but sensing, while listening is understanding the meaning of a sensed sound. Hearing is passive. Listening is active. Hearing is involuntary. Listening is voluntary. Hearing is passionless, while listening is emotional. Hearing means never getting beyond the glossy exterior, while listening means getting deep in the experience. Listening in part to avoid hearing something, while listening is tuning in specifically for something. So today we have learned about what is listening, the difference between hearing and listening, and the steps in the listening process. But we also need to learn about the different types of listening, which we will do in the next video. So please stay tuned.